Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday over here in Australia. We had a long weekend on Monday, so I feel like it's the beginning of a new week, even though we're actually already started into the week. So my topic today is something a little different. My topic today is magic real? So magic can mean so many different things, and I have my tarot cards in my hand as I'm talking. I don't normally share my tarot cards on this channel. I do in my group on Facebook though. So is magic real? There are people who've been blessed to have magic their whole life, to have been taught by their parents, grandparents, godparents, who knows, family members about magic, about learning how to manipulate the elements, about learning how to cast spells on the right day under the light of the right moon, right day of the week with the right colour correspondences and candles and things like that. I have no doubt that age-old ancient magic that we watch on TV shows, read in books is real. I haven't had that teaching. I haven't had anyone share that knowledge with me. It's something I'm coming into the older I get, which is why my first book was called Crone Wisdom. Crone meaning old witchy woman, not the disease people get, not Crohn's disease. Someone asked me what my book was about because I didn't know what a crone was. A crone is an old witchy, wizened, wise woman. And we're lucky to be this age. But so magic, is it real? I have tarot cards. I'm shuffling them as we talk. I may share a card with you during this. Just stopping them there for a minute because I can't concentrate on two things at once. There are crystals that all vibrate at their own special vibration, their own energy level. Just realised how silly that word sounded. The way I said it. So having crystals near you, depending on what you're trying to achieve, is important. Plants also, herbs, aromatic plants. There are magical, well, there are medicinal plants. There are plants that have healing properties. These are things our ancestors knew years and years ago, and I don't think anyone would dispute that. I digress a little bit from what I was talking about with magic. So, elemental magic. Can you manipulate the elements, air, water, earth, fire, or the spirit? Does that sound a bit woo-woo and witchy? All right, let's think about it another way. Have you ever wanted something really badly, dreamt about it, planned it, thought it, and dreamt it into bed? I have. Brings me to another question I hope I'll remember later, but not this house, although this house is awesome and I love this house. But there was another house years ago that I really wanted, back before I lost my kids, and it would have been perfect. It had enough bedrooms for all of us. It was just laid out really well. It was a great house and it was for sale. And I didn't quite have the income for it, but I wanted, and a friend of mine had it. So I was lucky enough to be able to go into it. You can't see me, but I've got my hand on the wall of this house. So I would talk to the house when I went there. I'd touch it, picture how our family would fit in it. And it took my friend ages to sell that house. It wasn't until after I'd exhausted all the possibilities of being able to afford it myself that it sold like that. I still didn't, and I still don't pay enough attention to my own magic. But then there were two cases in my working life, at least two that I can think of. There was a new job coming up at work, and it was about helping people, and it was about helping people get information they needed. Brand new job, and there were a few people interested in it, and I got it. Then later on, there was a gap I could see in our similar workplace. We needed somebody to be that person who talked to people, be that person who could talk to three or four different groups and get them not to agree, but get them to come to the table and talk. And I created that job out of nothing. And while I didn't create my husband, clearly, he's older than me, I did put it out there that I wanted that best friend, that soulmate. I yelled at the moon actually sometimes. And Pete and I were best mates for ages first. Actually, I was friends with him and his wife for years. And no, I didn't come between them and break them up or anything. I didn't even think he was my soulmate till way after that. That's a whole other story. So magic, is it real? Those are good examples. Okay, so why don't I have millions of dollars and why haven't my kids come back to me? Well, kids not coming back to me, free will, also my lack of confidence. Why don't I have $1 million? Well, because I don't focus on that stuff. And whenever I try to, I get distracted. Quite honestly, I would love to be able to focus on, let's bring me more money and let's bring my kids back. But whenever I try to, I get distracted. I mean, magic's not real, just mean I haven't harnessed it yet. So what's magic what are some other examples for us? Plants. For me, plants are a big thing. So for me, growing plants from nothing, and no, all the seeds I grow don't immediately spring to life, but an awful lot of them do. All the plants I grow don't exactly spring to life, but a lot of them do. Do you think of somebody just before they contact you? Do you picture or manifest things into being? I'm in a group on Facebook where a lot of people, and this is the one I get distracted with, manifesting the same thing for say 30 days and picturing it and believing it and creating it and making it happen. I know a lot of people who do that, whether it's a kitten or a wheelbarrow or a toaster. They something they need, something they want. They picture it, they visualize it, they imagine it being in their possession, and it arrives mostly free. That's the sort of magic I'm talking about. It could be called everyday magic. It's just that awareness of things around us. It's that awareness of the elements, I guess. I haven't done it for ages, but using a candle lighting a candle and focusing on your intention is a great way of beginning the magic journey, I guess, is a way of. Sorry, lost a little bit of focus there again. See, talking for so long, I lost focus. So is magic real? For me, yes. Are there things you can do to bring more magic into your life? Yes. In the morning when you stir your cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever you have for breakfast, focus your intention on a great day ahead. Picture it, feel it, bring it into being. If you're feeling blur and stuck and low energy, dance your, jump around, dance, move your feet. If you can, go and have a shower and wash the negative energy off you, or wash your hands and feet, or like splash water in your face. A vision board, so having a picture in front of you to focus on if you want that holiday or a house or a car or whatever, picturing it, believing it, spending a couple of minutes a day, believing it, picturing it, writing that to-do list. A lot of the things I talk about in our group and on my other page are things like this. So I've got 2 tarot card piles in front of me and I have not looked at these yet. I kind of had a question for myself when I did this, but whenever I do the tarot cards for the videos, I also pick up on images of the people who are going to be watching the videos. So one of them is the Lovers, and the other one is the Nine of Wands. So this one is about positive relationships. This one is about communication, that connection, how you feel about other people, how they feel about you, how you connect with them, the time and effort you put into those relationships. Also, by the way, when I do the tarot card readings, it's slightly different each time. So whoever this is about, those words all came to me just like that. So yes, connection, communication, relationships, paying attention to the small things, reaching out, not waiting for others to reach out to you. Okay. So, then the Nine of Wands. Wands being today for me, that's that it's a mix of practical and, I want to say magical. that stuff that creates your passion, that stuff that you're passionate about, that stuff that you love doing, that you want to do. Oh, sorry. 9 is nearly at the end, nearly at the finish. You've nearly finished. You've nearly created whatever it is. Don't give up. Keep going. You've done the hard work. Moving forward, things can happen. Okay, I feel like I want to pull a third card. 8 of Wands, the one directly before it, where they're shooting everywhere. So that's that fast-paced energy. That's that things are going to happen. Things are happening. Things are moving. So very, very, very brief card at that point. But what I took from that is the person or people who thinking about relationships, communication, people they love, people they care about. It's all about that time and effort. It's all about that listening. It's all about that two-way communication. If things aren't working well, then maybe think of another way to do it. Step back. If you're too amenable or too compromising, step back, which might sound the opposite, but that can sometimes work. And the other cards, the Wands, the 9 of Wands and the 8 of Wands are all about that. Following your passion, following what it is you love doing. Now, for me, one of the things I'm struggling with is the next steps for my writing and my career and my marketing. A couple of the things I was going to do didn't work. So for me, I get frustrated so quickly and I go, got to start something else. Hence that easily distracted bit. So those cards for me were telling me not to give up. They were telling me to keep going. Does that mean I have to keep pushing on with what I was doing? Well, yes and no. For me, it's also about thinking outside the square, thinking outside the box, picturing what I want as the end state and not worrying so much about the details in between. And that's not something I do easily. So, coming back to the original question, is magic real? Yes, it is. Look for it in the everyday. Listen, think about what I've said. Do you have similar experiences? Do you have similar things that have happened to you your whole life? Are you one of the lucky people who've had magic your whole life and it's part of your everyday existence and you couldn't be without it? That is awesome. Are you somebody who would love it to be in your life and don't know how? Just start. It doesn't matter what age. It doesn't matter whether you're really, really young, really, really old or in between. For some of us, the wisdom comes with age, don't know why. For some of us, it's later in life. For some of us, it's earlier. Just embrace where you are at this time. And if you're ready to make that move, then start and make the magic happen. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Tuesday and a great rest of the week. Talk later. Bye.